just came up with a $1 billion idea.
Love
Allison.
it.
Cologne scented books. No, books scented cologne. Cologne that smells like books is what I'm trying to say. Adam and Allison, Y101. And I say that because there's a dating columnist who wrote in her column that she noticed that she was getting hot and bothered from guys doing a specific thing. And I want to know what's the strange thing that turns women on, and I want to take notes so I could start doing all of these things. If you could call or text us your strange thing that you get all hot and bothered, as Jana says. What is it? 601-995-1017 is our phone number. There are a few things, but she said she gets real hot and bothered whenever she sees a guy reading a book.
Interesting.
Or like on a first date, if one of the first things he brings up is the most recent book that he read.
I'm going to assume that you are, like, you think you're better than other people if you bring up the last book that you read on a first date.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I feel like that's not, at least for me, that's not common first date material. So, like, if they were to be like, well, I read this fantastic novel, like, I'm just going to be like, okay, who are you trying to impress?
Shonda loves the idea of book-scented cologne for dudes. That's amazing. 601-995-1017. If you've got a strange thing that whenever a man does it, it just kind of gets you all hot and tingly and everything.
The only one I could really think of is a man who goes to therapy, but not just like knows the therapy terminology, but is actually doing the work, and you can see that.
Interesting. How about cooking a meal? That is another thing on this list of strange things that are kind of a turn on.
Yeah, that is a good one. I do like a guy who can cook and will cook for you.
As if Jeremy Allen White needed any help getting girls.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, I think that's what made him so much hotter. Like from being lip on Shameless to being the bear and being this guy who's going to cook you up this gourmet meal. It's like, oh, come here.
Women sharing their strange turn-ons. Men who walk on the roadside of a sidewalk. Old school chivalry.
I don't like that mentality.
Really?
I don't like guys who are like that. I don't know why, but that's always been kind of a turn off to me. The guy that's like, I have to be protective over you. I don't know.
See, that to me said something totally different about the women who are answering this question. They like a dude who's in a relationship. They are more attracted to a guy who's in a relationship.
Why would you say that the guy who protects you from the roadside is in a relationship?
I'm saying that, like, if they're getting hot and bothered by seeing a guy walk on the roadside of a sidewalk, he's probably walking on the roadside of a sidewalk because there's a girl on the non-road side of the sidewalk.
Well, but what if they mean like on a date? Like it's a turn on a date if the guy is walking, not just like if they spot them in the wild, like, oh, I'm gonna poach that man. He's a good one.
Men who share photos of their less than masculine pets online, talking about kittens, little dogs, seeing guys take care of them, could be an aphrodisiac for women.
It's not a turn on, but one of my obsessions is all the guys that live at my apartment complex that have small dogs. Like, it is the best. And like, I assume it's probably their girlfriend that got those dogs. But you see the bond that they build. One time, there was a guy, he had this little tiny French bulldog who wasn't on a leash, and he was just trying to get the little French bulldog out to the car. And you could tell it wasn't his dog. It was probably his girlfriend or wife's dog. But like, he was having to wrangle this French bulldog, and it was just cute seeing their little connection. Like, he was like, come on, buddy, come on.
Shonda just texted us, if I come to your house and it's neat, I'm going to be turned on.
Oh, yeah, a guy who could clean.
Interesting. 601-995-1017. Strange turn-ons just for women, because I think if dudes call with their strange turn-ons.
Yeah,
like,
we don't want to hear that. It's going to sound creepy.
It'll be creepy, and it's not going to help me out personally, so I don't want to hear the stories. Allison, our girl Felicia's on the phone. Felicia, random question. What could I do to get you hot and bothered right now?
You know what? With you, I don't think there's anything you can do. You're such a cool guy.
There's nothing I could do to get you hot and bothered?
Not right now. I honestly don't believe so.
I mean, like the good kind of hot and bothered, not angry. We're talking about strange things that turn women on whenever men do them.
You know what? Cutting the grass is some great, what they call the thing?
Aphrodisiac.
The sweatpants and no shirt. Oh, my goodness.
Do you find the smell of freshly cut grass, like, attractive? Like, if you get a quick whiff of fresh cut grass?
Yes, that. Oh,
Bets. Thank you, Felicia. We appreciate you.
Adam,
Yes.
you might be able to turn on our girl Jan right now. She says her weird turn on, she doesn't know why, but is on a man on the inside of the arm, the crease that happens where the elbow meets.
Okay.
So that crease of like where the bicep meets the forearm.
Well, I don't have much of a bicep. I wonder if she
but
likes that because it kind of looks like a butt.
She just likes the crease. I mean, your crease is showing right now.
Oh, is that
Your
gonna cover
crease
my
is out.
crease? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. 601-995-1017. We were talking about the strange things that women have admitted to being kind of a turn on whenever a guy does them. One of them was posting pictures online of their less than masculine animals. And for some reason, Lee texted us a picture of his bunny. I don't know why.
It's a very cute bunny.
Anika says a man who knows how to braid hair.
Oh, yeah, that would be a skill. You know what? That is one. I've seen videos of men who have learned how to do the girls' nails so they can save money at the nail salon. They've learned how to do their hair. That would be like, I think Ryan Reynolds helped highlight Blake Lively's hair before one of their big premieres. It's like, that would be helpful.
Anika also said, a man who can fix things.
Lots of claps.
Lots of claps in that one.
Shonda loves a guy who has a good relationship with all the females in his life. And that made me have some questions because it's like, I don't mind a guy who's close to like his family or friends or stuff like that. But if it's specifically the women, I might be a little worried you're going to cheat on me. I'm not going to lie.
I think this is Chloe. Did you have one?
So, like, if I come around, you always see that I have, like, a Coca-Cola or something, and then the next time I come around, you're like, hey, I got you this. It'll be like, oh, you paying attention. I love that.
You are so right. I remember my very first high school boyfriend. We went to Starbucks once, and I ordered my typical order. And then, like, a couple days later, I was studying, and he was like, hey, I left something on your front porch. And it was my exact Starbucks order. And I was like, you listened to me? It was nice.
Right. Like, oh, you trying to make me love you. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Chloe, I got a Coke for you.
Might be getting me hot and bothered, like you've been saying.
Thanks for the call, Chloe. We appreciate you. Paula just says tan, hairy man legs.
She would love Florida. There are so many tan, hairy, leathery legs.
Mine are fairly hairy, not tan at all. Very white.
Not leathery,
legs.
though, either.
Also not leathery. Thank you.